Emilie Kiser, a beloved social media figure, captivated audiences with her authentic portrayal of family life. She welcomed millions into her Arizona home, offering a glimpse into her daily routines and personal experiences. Emilie openly shared the joys and occasional chaos of motherhood alongside her husband Michael, showcasing their beautiful children and the dynamics of their family. To her followers, the Kisers presented a picture-perfect family, a carefully curated image of domestic bliss. Her posts were filled with cheerful routines, heartwarming milestones, and infectious laughter, creating an aspirational vision of family life. But behind the carefully curated posts, a different reality was unfolding, hidden from the public eye. Unbeknownst to her many followers, a devastating tragedy was about to strike, forever altering the course of their lives. The Kiser family suffered the unimaginable loss of their youngest son, Tristan, a tragedy that would test their strength and resilience. The very home that once symbolized happiness, warmth, and togetherness became the scene of profound heartbreak, a constant reminder of their devastating loss. The tragedy shattered the illusion of safety and security, leaving the family grappling with grief and uncertainty. The incident sent shockwaves through their community and online followers, prompting an outpouring of support and sympathy. It also exposed the raw reality behind the carefully filtered images often presented on social media, revealing the vulnerabilities and struggles that can lie beneath the surface. Suddenly, the Kiser story was no longer just about family bliss and picture-perfect moments, but about unimaginable grief, the arduous journey of healing, and the will to survive in the face of profound loss. Their tragedy forced a difficult conversation about the hidden struggles and challenges that many individuals and families face behind social media's polished facade, urging a more compassionate and understanding approach to online interactions. Now, their experience stands as a somber lesson on the fragility of life, the unpredictable nature of fate, and the unseen dangers that can lurk in our most familiar places, reminding us to cherish every moment and prioritize safety. June 4, 2024, began like any other day in the Kiser household. In their Phoenix backyard, a place of laughter and play, tragedy struck. 3-year-old Tristan was found unresponsive in the family's swimming pool. The details remain under investigation, but it's believed he accessed the pool unnoticed. A silent, swift accident. Drowning is often quick and quiet, masked by the normal sounds of daily life. Michael Kiser discovered his son and immediately tried to save him, transforming their home into a scene of panic and emergency. The incident is a chilling reminder of how quickly disaster can unfold, especially around water. For the Kisers, minutes changed everything, turning joy into heartbreak. Their story is a powerful warning about the need for constant vigilance near pools. The moment Tristan was pulled from the water, a frantic rescue began. Michael Kiser performed CPR as emergency crews rushed to the scene. Paramedics took over, fighting to restore Tristan's breathing and heartbeat. Every second mattered as they worked to reoxygenate his brain and vital organs. He was rushed to the hospital where doctors continued the battle for his life. For days, Tristan remained in critical condition, his family clinging to hope. Despite heroic efforts, the damage was too severe. On June 7th, Tristan passed away, leaving his family and community devastated. The race against time ended in heartbreak, underscoring the tragic speed of such accidents. The loss of Tristan is a reminder of how quickly life can change forever. The loss of a child is an unimaginable tragedy, a wound that cuts deeper than any other. In these heartbreaking circumstances, where a young life is suddenly extinguished, a thorough police investigation is standard procedure. It's a necessary step to understand the events that led to such a devastating outcome. In the case of Trigg Kiser, Phoenix homicide detectives meticulously examined the Kiser's home, treating it as a potential crime scene, piecing together the events of June 4th, scrutinizing every detail to understand what had transpired in those crucial hours. Their investigation focused intently on pool safety features, the presence and condition of fences, the functionality of gates and latches, and the presence and effectiveness of alarms, all in an effort to determine exactly how Tristan accessed the water and whether any safety measures had failed. This investigative process, while necessary, was undoubtedly grueling and emotionally taxing for the already grieving family, forcing them to relive the details of their worst day, to recount the events surrounding Tristan's death, and to face the harsh reality of their loss repeatedly. Ultimately, after a thorough review of the evidence, police recommended a child abuse charge, specifically related to neglect, against Michael Kiser, Tristian's father. This recommendation was based on what they considered to be evidence of negligence in Tristian's supervision. This recommendation added a shocking and unexpected legal dimension to the family's already profound tragedy, layering legal stress and uncertainty on top of their grief. It's important to remember that the recommendation does not guarantee that charges will be filed. It's merely a suggestion to the prosecution, but it casts a significant shadow of legal uncertainty over the Kiser family as they await the prosecutor's decision. The case now inevitably raises difficult and complex questions about the extent of parental responsibility in ensuring child safety and the line between tragic accident and criminal negligence. It also forces us to consider the justice system's appropriate role in responding to family tragedies of this nature and the ethical considerations involved. The Kiser's grief is now undeniably compounded by the immense weight and anxiety of a possible prosecution and the looming legal proceedings. Their story, once a private tragedy, is no longer just personal. It's now a public debate, sparking discussions about accountability, justice, and the delicate balance between legal responsibility and human compassion. The police recommendation to charge Michael Kiser with child abuse marks a pivotal moment. In Arizona, child abuse laws can include cases of negligence, not just intentional harm. Prosecutors must decide if the supervision fell so far below reasonable standards that it became criminal. Investigators examined how long Tristian was unsupervised and what barriers were in place. The line between tragic accident and criminal act is thin and fraught with emotion. Public reaction is divided. Some see a grieving father, others call for accountability. The legal process must balance justice with compassion for a family already suffering the ultimate loss. The case forces us to ask, where does tragedy end and criminal responsibility begin? The case now rests with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Prosecutors will review all evidence, weighing whether they can prove criminal negligence beyond a reasonable doubt. Their decision is deliberate, considering the law, the evidence, and the impact on the surviving family. If charges are filed, Michael Kiser would face a public, emotionally draining legal process. If not, the family could begin to grieve without the added burden of a trial. The Kisers remain in limbo, awaiting the prosecutor's decision. The outcome will shape not only their future, but also the broader conversation about justice in the wake of tragedy. The legal system must weigh accountability against the reality of profound loss. For now, the family waits, caught between heartbreak and uncertainty. Tristian's drowning, a heartbreaking tragedy that serves as a somber reminder. It is a stark reminder of a silent threat, a danger that lurks in what should be a place of fun and relaxation, our own backyards. The risk is real, and the consequences can be devastating. This is especially true in states like Arizona, where backyard pools are a common feature of residential life, offering respite from the intense heat. But with this prevalence comes increased responsibility. Drowning is a leading cause of death for young children, a statistic that should alarm every parent and caregiver. The numbers paint a grim picture, highlighting the urgent need for awareness and preventative measures. It often happens quickly and quietly. There are no splashes, no cries for help, just a silent struggle beneath the surface. This is why vigilance is so crucial. Prevention requires multiple layers, a comprehensive approach that addresses every potential risk factor. No single measure is foolproof, but a combination of strategies can significantly reduce the likelihood of tragedy. Constant, undistracted supervision is the first and most vital. Never assume someone else is watching. Always take responsibility for monitoring children near water. Designate a water watcher, whose only job is to monitor children near water. Someone who is completely focused on the task at hand. No distractions. Put away phones, books, and anything else that might divert attention. Physical barriers are essential. They create a crucial layer of protection, preventing unsupervised access to the pool area. A 4-foot fence with a self-latching gate is a must. Ensure the gate is self-closing and self-latching, and that it's always in good working order. Consider alarms, which can alert you if someone enters the pool area, and secure covers, which provide a physical barrier when the pool is not in use. Many communities require these by law, and for good reason. These regulations are in place to protect lives and prevent tragedies. Parents should be trained in CPR. Knowing how to respond in an emergency can make all the difference. Always have a phone nearby for emergencies, and ensure everyone knows how to call for help. Seconds count in a drowning situation. Early swim lessons add protection, helping children develop essential water safety skills and build confidence in the water. But never replace supervision and barriers with swim lessons. They are an added layer of protection, not a substitute for constant vigilance. These combined strategies create a robust safety net, minimizing the risk of drowning and protecting our children. The goal: make unsupervised access to water as difficult as possible. This is the key to preventing tragedies and ensuring the safety of our loved ones. Tristian's story urges every family to re-examine their own pool safety, to take proactive steps to protect their children, and to never underestimate the silent danger that can lurk in our backyards. News of Tristian's death resonated far beyond the Kiser family, touching hearts nationwide. Emilie's followers, who celebrated her family's milestones, now mourned with her. Online, messages of support poured in, showing the power of digital community in times of loss. Locally, neighbors and friends were shaken, reminded that tragedy can strike anyone. The incident sparked urgent conversations about pool safety and parental vulnerability. The Kiser's pain became a collective sorrow, uniting people in empathy. In moments like these, compassion matters more than judgment. The family faces unimaginable grief and public scrutiny. What they need most is kindness and privacy. Their tragedy is a call for reflection, support, and renewed commitment to one another. Trigg Kiser's story is a call to action for every family. Vigilance around water, supervision, barriers, preparedness can save lives. This tragedy urges us to examine our own routines and safety measures. At the same time, it calls for deep compassion. The Kisers face a lifetime of grief, regardless of legal outcomes. Our response should be empathy, not judgment. Healing will be a long personal journey for the family, requiring unwavering community support. Let this tragedy inspire both greater safety and greater kindness. Behind every headline is a human story of loss. By choosing vigilance and compassion, we honor Tristian's memory and support all families facing the unimaginable.